Hello. Let's talk about miracle fat loss products. So I have seen a lot of people who've got their own miracle fat loss formula, and I thought I'd get in on some of that action, because I'm a nutritionist and I've got science behind me, so I can back up some of the crap I can say with science and stuff to make it sound good. So I have created, I went and bought some tea from the shop. It's a big box, and then I applied my own secret formula to it to create a fat loss product. So now I have created Velocity. It's like a play on words, and it's like velocity, so that like the fat goes really fast, and it's got loss in it, and it's tea, and it's also Karen from Accounts approved. So I think it'll be a big seller, because all I have to do is to tell people, if you use Velocity and you have 4 bags a day instead of your meals, what it does, it replaces your meals with like a fat loss formula, and then because of the miracle in Velocity, it actually then gets you to burn fat, because it interferes with your metabolism to make it burn faster. And I think it's really good, and I'm looking for people to try it, lose weight, and then they can sell to all their mates and make loads of money by helping their friends lose weight by drinking Velocity. Ever seen one of those adverts? It's all over the place, isn't it? People cashing in on bullshit products that are, look, I've just put a label on an ordinary product and called it some fancy name, and now it's a fat loss product. And what I'll do to reinforce the fact that it's a fat loss product, I'm going to give you 10 boxes sold to Dan. Right, they're £50 a box, mind, but you get like the diet plan with it, and the diet plan I just write on a piece of paper and give it to you, and it's like, eat a carrot every day or something. But if what you do is you drink your Velocity every day, and then I'll give you a diet with almost no calories in, and then if you eat the diet with almost no calories in, but the secret is to drink the tea, Velocity. If you drink the tea, that is what's going to make you lose body fat, because it's the secret ingredients in the tea that's going to make you lose body fat, not the fact that you're eating no food. And because you're eating no food, you're eating less calories. And because you're eating less calories, you are then burning body fat. But there are so many of these things on the market, and I've just obviously gone through a complete made-up thing. And if you couldn't tell it was made up, it was made up. But I've just gone through all that, and I could have spent a bit of time on it, talking about catechins in tea and antioxidants, and a study that showed that drinking tea made people burn more body fat. But actually the study that all these places refer to in terms of green tea helping with body fat is actually a study where the participants, they had no caffeine for 6 months. Who has no caffeine for 6 months in this day and age? No one. You can't avoid caffeine. I know there are some people who don't have caffeine, so don't post below going, I don't have caffeine. Okay, good for you. Most of us have caffeine. So if you want to lose weight by drinking tea, then you don't have to have caffeine for 6 months. And then you drink tea, which has caffeine in it, which is a mild stimulant. So you have a milder adrenaline reaction, which then cascades down into your body and produces something called HSL, which then stimulates fat loss. But all that is irrelevant, because if you are drinking tea or coffee or Coke or Red Bulls or Monsters, drinking a tea is not going to help you burn body fat. It's not going to do anything. However, I could spin off some studies and say this study showed that the participants lost body fat, not really reference the studies, just loosely suggest what they are, and obviously you buy it because Velocity, and it's Karen approved. That sounds awesome, doesn't it? I'll just drink some tea and I'll lose weight, and I'll follow the diet, which has no calories in. But it's not the diet, obviously I know there's some food and everything else, but the tea's magic. It helps you burn body fat. Public service announcement. don't have weight loss teas. They do nothing for you. Now, I'm not saying that tea is not beneficial. Green tea, there is some good evidence that drinking green tea can help with heart function and can help with a whole host of health benefits, which I can't remember, so I won't go into now. But there are benefits there. So there is beneficial to drink green tea, and it might facilitate a fat loss environment if drinking the tea means you don't eat any food at the same time. Again, coffee as well. Coffee is often touted as a fat loss agent because of the caffeine in it, and caffeine is related to caffeine is related to body fat loss and everything else. But here's the really upsetting thing about that. In coffee, there's an element called chlorogenic acid, which is independent. It depends on which coffee you have, but it's in different amounts. And chlorogenic acid actually counteracts the fat burning effects of the caffeine in coffee. How annoying is that? So you can't actually, well, can't, it's not a loose word, but it's unlikely that drinking coffee will make you burn body fat. You'll get the stimulant effect of it, you'll still get the wake up effect of coffee, but it might counteract the fat burning effects. How annoying is that? You know, you're drinking your coffee or your tea trying to think that you're going to lose weight, and coffee potentially is not helping you lose weight at all, but it will give you a stimulant. It will make you do more activity. It will potentially, if you drink a coffee, instead of having a Coke or something to eat, it might reduce your calorie intake. So the purpose of today's video, yeah, I saw the unhappy face there. Coffee does not burn body fat, unfortunately. How annoying. But on the other hand, I think that other caffeine sources might help with that. So say if you're having a pre-workout, obviously you've got caffeine, pharmaceutical grade caffeine putting in there, so it's going to be okay. So don't buy fat loss teas. They don't work. They don't do anything for you apart from, wow, they will make you a little bit lighter because they'll make you lose money out your wallet, but they're not going to do anything for fat loss. They might taste nice, and if you're gonna drink a tea because you like the taste of it, fine. But it's not going to stimulate fat burning. It's not going to make you burn body fat. If drinking a cup of tea means that you don't eat something, well then yes, it has helped you then. It has aided you in losing body fat because you're drinking a tea or a Diet Coke or whatever drink you have with low calories that stops you eating. That does help with the whole thing about burning body fat. It's all these systems you put in place to help you. But on its own, it does nothing. So if you know someone who sells fat loss coffee or fat loss tea, then you're more than welcome to show them this video or tag them in it if you want to kick off something. Or if someone tries to sell you fat loss tea or fat loss coffee, it doesn't work. There's no evidence behind that at all that the coffee or the tea stimulates fat loss. No evidence. So hopefully that was helpful. But if you still want to buy some Velocity, it's £50 a box. Yeah. And that covers my costs of buying the tea for £1 and then sticking a white label on it and writing stuff on it. Obviously my time is very expensive, so that's the cost you get from it. So yeah, if you want to buy a box, numbers below, and I'll also try and sell you some left-handed screwdrivers and some other stuff. Okay, great. So hope you enjoyed the video. Don't buy fat loss tea or coffee, and oh yeah, and register for Target Lean. The pre-registration is open, so register for that and have more entertaining videos and lives when we open the group on the 15th of June. Okay, but no, Herbalife doesn't work. Don't you even say that on there, Dan. I'm not even going to go into that one. That's another half an hour rant. Okay, see you later.